stream. But why? Yeah, it started 10:02 p.m. Oh, this is going to be real exciting for people to see. There's webcam, yeah. Should be on the webcam. Come on. Next. Connect streaming software to go live. I thought it did. And now I think I lost that. I can't see you in YouTube either, says Marla. Hi, all. You know, I'm wondering that if it's on the right. Now the YouTube is good? I thought. I don't understand. Okay. Content live. It does say live now. Can anybody see me? Hi, Snuggie. I'm on both now. Good. I'm going to try not to touch anything. Can everybody hear me okay? Is my volume okay? Because sometimes that comes out right and sometimes that doesn't. Oh, perfect. Perfect. Yeah, not quite as energetic tonight with everything. I'm just drinking water. Just plain old water. And I've been... Oh, good. Volume is good. Perfect. Hi, Dawn. How you doing? Hello, husband. I guess you're back from the movie. He took our grandson to see The Flash tonight. Was it The Flash? No. I think it was The Flash tonight. We just solved a problem that they couldn't see me on YouTube, but they could see me on Facebook. And I don't know what I was messing around with, but it worked. So I'm just leaving it the way it is. He brought me Dairy Queen for dinner tonight, so I'm very happy. Yeah, I've been working on the junk journaling, and I have it all spread out in Mom's dining room. And she was a little upset when she saw everything on Thursday, but she's living with it. She's trying to be encouraging. She cannot wait till it all leaves her dining room, which I can't blame her. So I am trying to get the most done in the least amount of time. And I have been out there every single day. I've been over here so I know who I am instead of someone random Facebook user. Thank you. It does help me a lot. I can see who's YouTube and who's not because of the symbol. I can see that there is a Facebook user who hasn't identified themselves, but that's okay. You can lurk. You're welcome to lurk. I'm glad you're here. Not a problem. Let's see. And I'm trying to switch over from this computer to my new computer. I have the program switched over, but I haven't gotten it completely done. I want to start doing my editing, my videos on it, and there seems to be my husband made it so I can network the two together, and I can find it on my new computer, but not on my old computer. So I'm not sure how to do that. So I'm working on that. We'll probably work on it tomorrow night when we see each other tomorrow night. And then I uploaded, hi Jamie. I used DaVinci Resolve to do my editing, and I'm learning a little bit about that, a little bit more about that every month. And so that updated when it got downloaded on the new computer, it updated. So now I have to, learning curve with that taken care of too. So that's the excuse. That's why I haven't been uploading this week. But I will, because I miss you guys. But I'm glad you're all here tonight. I'm thrilled that you're all here tonight. Let's see. What else has been happening? My mom was told today by the eye doctor that she has macular degeneration. Honey, I didn't get to tell you that. That right now she doesn't need surgery. They're going to check it again in 6 months. She's got where she sees a wavy distortion in the middle, like when she's looking at, like, say, the double yellow lines in the middle of the road. One of them will go straight, and then it'll wave a little bit, and then go straight. There's like a dip in her viewing, and I don't really know what that's about too much. So I'm going to go do some research online and find out more about that. I just found out that today after she came back from the eye doctor. The doctor told her what kind of surgery that would entail, and neither of us are hoping that would happen. That's just not a nice thing. You getting work done for your live tomorrow? Very good. What time do you normally go on live? I know I've been over on the live a couple times, but I don't have it in my book as to what time you normally go on. Michelle. Getting ready for I'm going through all my beads and reorganizing those, the ones I use for my charms, my beads and charms to hang on the junk journals. I'm collecting all the string and twine because I'm going to start sewing them together. You've been sleeping in and missing it? Not a problem. So we do, next week is the last week of the month, right? And next week, being the last week of the month, we have a guest speaker. And it's Gemma from the UK. And I took an informal poll last week as to, no, wait, where's June here? Come on, June. Yeah. I took an informal poll yesterday, last time we were on, to see if anybody would be opposed to moving it up to 9 o'clock next week so that she doesn't have her, she doesn't keep her husband awake for too much longer than she has to, because it'll be like 1 in the morning over there for her. Don't have a set time, but most of the time it's between 1:30 and 2:30. Okay. I usually put a notify me. I'll usually click the notify me, and then it'll let me know that you're on. But lately I've been working over in the other room, and my computer's over here, so I haven't been watching. But student playing game with me. Oh, cool. Well, thank you for including me. What game are you playing? Which reminds me, I did not play my Monopoly. Anybody play the online Monopoly? My husband and I do, and we've been trading cards back and forth. And oops, if I can get this worked out. Monopoly Go. I didn't do mine for today. I have to check in for today so I don't lose my reward. Streets of Rage 4. Aha. And here the old-fashioned me is thinking of a board game. Here's an update to my favorite game, which is Dinkum. They have a new summertime update. Hubby hasn't even been on for the spring one yet. I think he's given up. So. You play Wordle online? I get frustrated with word games sometimes. I get frustrated and think I should know more than I do. Let's click out of that. There, I got my daily rewards. Now I can click out. Anybody else play computer games? I'm still working on the end of the bookstore. I have a very little bit of the bookstore to go. So I'm going to be doing that while we're chatting tonight. I just wish I had more to say. And that might be an earlier stream than normal. I know you're all involved in challenges. That's always good to see. I have so many videos I took that I need to get up. Let me see. Maybe I play a game on my phone, but have a website that pays me to play it called cashkit.com. You made over $100 from it. Dang. To research that. How long have you been playing it? How long did it take you to earn that $100? And how much do you have to play every day to get to that? I have too many questions, I know. Let me see. Fix that. Hey, Deb. Deb's on. Hi, Deb. Glad to have you here. Does anyone know if Dax going to have a 4th of July sale? I just about have enough points for my birthday next month to get a $50 off. Fantastic, Teresa. Fantastic. I haven't heard anything yet. Our weather is bad. Uh-oh. Are you having storms and stuff like that? Are they real bad storms? I haven't heard anything from the diamond painting chat yet to see what they're doing. Oops. Severe thunderstorms. Yeah, that's not fun. Not fun at all. I think I'm gonna, since you don't have to be looking at me the whole time, I think I'm gonna point you down to my thing here. And I can read chat. So, did you all see when I posted up Gemma's information last week? She has got the most fun things. Let me see. You've done all your canvases already for your month challenges. Fantastic. Congratulations. 115, Jamie. That is nasty. Oh, that is not fun. Not at all. Oh, yes. Did you get your air conditioner fixed? Is Michelle leaving? I didn't see that, but... There we go. Oh, goodness. We'll be de-kitting them on the live tomorrow. Well, you still have an extra week. You still have another week, Michelle. You can get another one done. Too bad you can't get a head start on another challenge. I didn't think so. It is awesome. She really works hard all month long. She gets a lot done. A lot done. For this one, I substituted two different ones with just gems I had sitting around. So I like to pop them in first before I do my other ones. Mom's been having trouble with her wash and dryer. So we've been washing some clothes, but hanging them out to dry for the most part. So that hasn't been real fun. I haven't done, she's done more of hers. We'll be working on one for a few time-lapse videos. Very good. And one I will be doing for my mom. That sounds cool. I have nothing in my stash for Christmas. It is July with Diamond Grandma, and I can't afford any more at this time. I'll just watch everyone else's. Mom's not getting a new dryer yet. She's had it fixed, 2 or 3 times. And when the guy leaves, it does work. But then you have to run it through twice to get it dry, which is very frustrating. I think it's almost time to get a new dryer for sure. Nothing wrong with being an overachiever. Not at all. Every time I see your name come up, Michelle, I think of the Beatles song, Michelle, My Belle. July probably have only 3 or 4 whips, not my normal 5. Well, I like the way you have them in sequence like that, and you try to participate in as many as possible. I have my mind on too many things at once right now, and it's difficult. Where did I drop that one? It fell somewhere. There it is. Come on. Your uncle has to sing that to you every birthday? Well, it was a good song. Good song in my day, anyway. Yeah. Your coworker has it on your phone. That's cool. Oops. You got to stick down to the canvas, not to the sticky here. Let's see. Just sorting out my gems and stuff. I'm really hoping that when I'm done these junk journals, that Mom said I should take them to the library and see if they can put up a little display and then offer a workshop on how to do them at the library, which probably isn't a bad idea. Now that I have everything out, I can make the stages and stuff like that. For Delta Dawn, that's the song I got my middle name from. Oh, I love Helen Reddy. She is she's one of my favorite artists, and I Am Woman is like my theme song. And Delta Dawn is on the same album. So I know which one you're talking about. Hi, Kaden. How you doing? Glad to have you here. Glad you can join our chit chat. And you found us in. Appreciate reading comments out loud. So since I am diamond painting, I will try to continue to do that, Teresa. It's nice I can definitely do that tonight because I'm not preoccupied with chatting up a blue streak about therapy or anything else tonight. Deb says, hi, Dawn. So, Teresa, you were here last week. Tammy's on vacation yet this week. And remember, next week we're going to be starting at 9 p.m. Mark and I will have our time on Monday night instead of Tuesday night so that I can be on earlier with y'all. And next week we have Gemma from the UK on. And if you haven't seen some of her work before, I will post some up on the Facebook group. We showed some here last week. She's awesome. She's funny. She's got great ideas. She's so creative. Let's see. Dawn says, okay, there's a lot of hi. Hi, everybody. Hi to Caden. Hi to Dawn. Hi to Deb. I love to hear Tanya Tucker singing Delta Dawn. I don't think I've heard her sing that. Hi, Deb Cajun. I'm working on Tea Party from DAC. I just got a couple of them in from the last sale or two. And I haven't unboxed them yet on the site. But the unboxings will be coming. I really want to... I'm so preoccupied with getting these junk journals done. I'm hoping that I can get enough done to put up for sale, as well as doing the video series on them, as well as taking some down to the library and convincing them that they'd like to have me for a workshop. They'd like to have me teach a workshop on a Saturday or something like that. I think it would be fun. And they have a cabinet there that is a display cabinet. So the people that they have there for workshops, they often have some kind of memorabilia or whatever it is that catches people's eye. It draws their attention to the workshop. So as I am doing the online thing, the online demonstrations, I'm going to be putting together a demonstration that I can teach from as examples. Snuggie says, hi, Cajun. Caden says, with the fairies. You working on one with fairies on it? Dawn says, hi, Teresa. I just found a card deck that I had that had fairies on it. I thought that would be a neat focus for one of my junk journals. Everybody's saying hi to everybody. Hi, Michelle. Michelle Gaines dropped in. So, Caden, it's your first time for you to pop in tonight, isn't it? And Michelle, it might be your first time popping in. You're working on Coral Castle. Oh, that's a beautiful one. Deb, did you go see the new Little Mermaid that's been out? Did you go see that movie yet? The live action one? Deb's into mermaids. I saw that the Happy Planner has a mermaid box out, at like a Disney themed mermaid box. It's beautifully done. Beautifully done, but I just don't have the cash to spend on it, and I like it, but I don't need one right now. I've got all I need at the moment. No, but I want it so bad. You want to see the movie so bad, I'm sure you do. Cajun, did you see the upcoming release from Dreamer Designs? Is there a mermaid from Dreamer Design coming up? Let me go over and check. Maybe we can click on that and give it a look while we're up. Let me move my water. My desk is so cramped right now. My fault. Completely my fault. I just need some room to move my mouse. Deb says, no, Dawn, I didn't. Oh, Lord, you're an enabler. Aren't we all? Aren't we all? Let me see. Where's Dreamer Design? I have Dreamer on here. And Philly. Well, unfortunately, I can't type anything in right now because I've got it underneath my computer. I've got it flipped so that you don't see my keyboard. So I'm trying to find Dreamer Design. Affiliate program. Dreamer Design's affiliate. Okay, anyway, found the affiliate program from Dreamer. I did. Somebody did click on through my link to get to Dreamer this time. Said thank you. I do appreciate it. Every tiny little bit helps. Let me go log into my account. And then, no, I don't have a question. Thank you for asking. Sometimes these little robots can be quite annoying. I want to go to new arrivals. Let me see. I don't see. I see one that may work. No, wait. Let me go over and share my screen now. Coral Reef Island is a monster size. That I believe. All right. Let me share my... Oh, I don't want that. Come on now. You mean this one? The Emanate? Emanate? With the narwhals in her hair? Is that the one you're thinking of? I have a $25 gift code. I won to Dreamer Design. Just not sure which one I want yet. There's plenty up there, and is this the one you mean, Dawn? It's a new release. It's not an upcoming. Let me see if there's a... I don't see an upcoming. Link. I know I have discounts available. I'm waiting to low stock sensitive resources. No, I don't see it. Snuggie says, hi, Dawn. Yeah, she's pretty. I like the Norwals. Leaning toward getting insane in the membrane. Did you see, Michelle, did you see my unboxing of that one? I think it's adorable. And it looks like it's had cross eyes. Let me see if I can open up the other. And share that one. Am I? Okay. I can't type it in, so I'm going to have to go. Am I sharing this? I'm sharing that one. I'm not sharing this one, right? Let me double check. Yeah, okay, hang on. Let's see. I want to go to my account, and I want to go to one of the last orders because it's on there. Not that one. That was the very last one. I just got that yesterday. Not that one. That was the one before that. Where is it? Making Friends is the one they sent me. I'm not finding it. It was a Dreamer design, wasn't it? Silly me. Here I went back to look at Dax, and that's not what I... Let me go to the next one. There it is. All right. Look how cute it is. Look how cute the little puppy is. So adorable. I am going to put a little butterfly right between its eyes, like on top of its nose, right between its eyes. I'm going to get a 3-dimensional little butterfly. Yep, love it. Those that watched my last video, y'all tell I'm not thrilled about the painting I unboxed. You know, I have to watch it. Which one was it? Which painting did you unbox? Signing off. Aw, good night, Marla. Don't forget to join us next week a little early. We're going to start at 9. You have a nice evening, too. You have a wonderful evening. Sleep good. Stay safe. Dawn says hi and bye, Marla. Make sure you show us the dog with the butterfly when it's finished. Absolutely, I will. Of course I will. It's just so freaking adorable. And the colors within it, it's just so neat. Marla says, see you next week. Cool. Very cool. All right, let me unshare now. There we go. And I'll drop out of my other accounts. So I don't have that sitting there. There we go. Everybody says bye, Marla. Ooh, I had the piece of lemon left in that a little too long. It has been a warm day today. I didn't get my dishes washed today, but I will tomorrow. I have not been out running around like a crazy person. You would not believe the pile of junk journals I have made in the past week. I have started with the basic shapes and revamping boxes and file folders and all kinds of things for the covers. So I've been working on the covers. And then I've been working on the covers that like from old books and stuff, and how to sturdy up the back of the binding so that you can make something out of it as covers. And this week I've been working on cutting all the pages and doing the signatures and that kind of thing. And then I'm going to, I started doing some of that ahead. I'm doing them in big batches at a time. That's why it's taking me so long. So I think I'm going to be done in the next day or two, putting all the papers and stuff in. Then I can pretty much clear out my mother's dining room, because then I'm going to be working on different covers at a time. Like a set of covers in this size or a set of covers in that size. I'm going to try to do a bunch at a time, but smaller bunches. Oop, there's one over there I missed. Maybe in the brick. Let's see. Magnolia Castle. The canvas is a DAC called Magnolia Castle. I'll have to check that one out. You know, I recently got one that I'm from Dreamer Design that I'm putting up for sale next month, because it just wasn't what I thought it was going to be. I think that's what it's called. I'll have to check that out. Some rendering is better than others. You will bling it up beautifully, Cajun. Absolutely, I agree with you, Snuggie. We've only got to 57 yesterday. We are having record lows. 57 as a high temperature yesterday? My goodness. That's weird for June. Deb says, yes, Snuggie. I don't know if it will keep. I don't know if I will even keep it, Snugs. Okay. I'd rather go for something I will enjoy working on. Today, yes, that was your high today. Well, that is chilly. I know what you mean. We've been around 80 for the past 3 days here. Yeah, we've been in the 80s for the past 3 days here, too. It's been nice and warm. We haven't had major thunderstorms or anything, though. What did I do with that baggie? Okay, girls, where did I put it? Did it fall on my lap or the floor? Good grief. Donavetta, where did it go? Oh, it blended into the side here. I love these new containers. I am in love with these. I think this is a firefly. Yes, it's a firefly. I love having the little gutter. Don't stick to the painting. I love that. If you get a chance to try fireflies, it's awesome. Michelle says, oh, we have had a bad storm Saturday night here. We had some storms rolling through, but they weren't that horrible. They weren't terribly bad. My mom's working on getting rid of some stuff that my aunt had around. She found some Victorian hat boxes and 2 outfits that they're donating to the Victorian Tea Room down in Cape May. So I was helping her send pictures to the tea room so that they'll accept her donations. She took a whole lot of my aunt's quilts, handmade quilts, old ones that were really ancient. She took them to to a folk festival around here, a quilt place. Yep, Firefly is great. I really like their stuff. I'm highly happy with their with their products. I've gotten 3 of theirs now, and I really, really love them. I love the deep well here. I love the gate. The funnel is graduated. I like that. And the ridges, I mean, look how many I got to sit straight for a change, instead of bouncing all over the place. I like that a lot. They're on my good list. And other than that, let me see. What else we've been doing this week? I did not get my car taken into the auto shop yet for an estimate. I have not done that yet. I think it's going to be worse than I want to. I want to try their tray. Yep, Deb, they're really good. They're coming out with a lot of new trays. Thank you, Dawn. I will keep checking that out. I do have a divided one that I did not put up yet. I have I'm doing a tray comparison. Some of the new trays that are coming out, like I did some of the new tools that are coming out. I already taped it. I just haven't put it up yet. See, I haven't rendered it yet. It's not like I've been sloughing off. I've been busy, but it's somewhere along the line. I guess I have to keep unemployment happy and keep applying for jobs. I still don't have a part-time job, and I really do need one. I really do need one. I know some of you work outside the home. I know we all know that feeling. No matter what our age, we still need an income of some sort coming through. I've been keeping a notebook lately. I did go to the doctor last week and talked about me not taking my depression meds anymore, trying to figure out if I need them or not. And I'm sure I still need something, but she gave me ways to cope with not being on them as regularly as I was. Living in a winter state, we usually get a rock chip on the windshield every winter. We try to get the chip repaired right away so we don't have to replace the whole windshield. But this time it was. This time you had to get it all replaced, huh? Yeah, that's never fun. I have a video I need to edit of a win I got that came today. Hey, cool. Almost under the windshield wiper, so we didn't see it. Of course, over time it ran across the whole windshield. Of course. We have it on our homeowner's policy that we can get our windshield replaced when needed, because yeah, sometimes we have nasty storms here in Pennsylvania too. And Mark likes his cars taken care of well. He likes to do it himself. He likes, my daughter knows how to change the oil, change the tires. She does a lot. She changes the brakes. Honestly, she's amazing. Mechanically inclined, amazing. I never took the time to learn how to do any of that, and she just goes to town. She learned a little bit of it for Girl Scouts, like a Girl Scout badge that her daddy helped her work on. This was years ago, of course, and she really loves doing it. They even went to the junkyard, to the U-Pull-It place. When they need a part, they used to go up there to see if they could get a used one cheaper. And my husband has a small metal lathe, And sometimes he re-engineers a part or something like that. So, whoops. Yeah, I didn't do any challenges this month. I thought with working on the junk journals and working on the garage, the barn, to try to create an office out there. I've had plenty to do, and then switching to a new computer. No matter what you do, Google messes me up every time. It doesn't let me alone. It automatically updates itself. If you tell it, oh, I want to wait to update, then it'll turn your sound off for you until you get so frustrated with it that you have to reboot the thing. And it will, yeah, Harry's, you pull it. Exactly. And until you have to reboot the thing, even though you've got work that you're doing and you're in the middle of saving this, that, and the other thing, it will automatically, if you want your sound, you got to redo this. And then it'll update with something you have to learn how to do again. Or then it comes up on the screen lately with, these are the workstations. And if you want to put up your Explorer, not Explorer, whatever this is, Chrome. Now we have these Chrome, I don't know what they're called, where you can have different accounts. Like I'd have one for WorkBasket, but then I have a private account type thing, and I can have the Chrome come up with every different email that I have and different Chrome. I'm like, I don't need all this stuff. Just give me one thing and done. I don't need to learn how to do anymore. I just want to know how to do it and rely on getting it done. The same way I've always done it. Every time it updates, it drives me absolutely insane. Anybody else have problems with updating things? And the way it makes you update it when you don't want to. That's been driving me absolutely crazy. Because now I've got to update my new machine and figure out where the sound went. I did these events this month. Something Fishing 23, Juneteenth 2023, DP June Pride 2023, Big Bill's Wild Kingdom 23, Summer Colors 23, DP for Pets 2023, AMZ June Waffle 2023. It's really cool. It's really cool that you do all those challenges. Really cool. I would like to do more myself. And I like how you do most of your uploads as lives. I mean, you don't have a whole lot of editing to do then. But knowing me, I need the editing. I definitely need to edit. Okay, oh, Fuji. There's some ones up along the side I missed. Usually I'll leave 2 or 3 on the tablecloth and use those because I'm definitely see. And then you lose them. You see them, you get the color out, and then it's like, okay, where did they go? Another pet peeve of mine. Okay, let's talk about that. Do you have any pet peeves? Even though you love diamond painting, do you have any pet peeves about anything having to do with diamond painting? It could be about something that companies do. It could be something that you do or don't do. It could be, I don't know, having to wait for this and that. Any of your pet peeves? I'd love to know, because I'm nosy. I think for the folk festival in a couple weeks, I think I'm going to need to redo some business cards, get some little cards out saying who I am, so that when I'm walking around filming things, people don't think I'm. Well, they might think I'm nuts anyway, but other than that, you're big. Dawn doesn't like 310s. I can understand that. Teresa says, I arrow my pen where I missed the drill, so I know where it is once I find the symbol. That's a great idea. And it doesn't stick. It doesn't stick to the canvas then? I have a problem with this sticking to the canvas. Sometimes I'll leave my thumb on it. But for some reason, it took me quite a while to figure it out. How to do that. Anybody else have pet peeves? You use release papers. That's a good idea. I don't use them much because I like to see what I've done and what I have yet to do. I like seeing the picture as an inspiration to continue. There's a 6 in there. Hi, Chantal. Glad to have you here. First time viewer? Glad to have you here. Let's see. We are discussing some of our diamond painting pet peeves. Just some little things that may annoy us. I'm glad you're here. For me, it's when they put drills in them teeny tiny little drill bags. I have a canvas that has 25 teeny tiny little drill bags of 310s. Holy cow. The ones that are in the drill train, but they're the real small ones that only take 100 a piece. Is that what you mean? That drives me absolutely nuts. Chantal, tell us a little bit about yourself if you'd like. What are you working on? And what is your drink of choice tonight? Actually, mine is water, so I have my DP uncovered and use the release plate papers under the pen and drill tray. That's cool. That works. It's really cool how we all do things differently. And I love learning from you guys too. Giving me a different idea on what to do next. My mom decided to run the dryer tonight, so I hear things spinning around in the porch. Oops. There we go. Yep. So I guess it was those little 100 packs. They drive me nuts too. One thing that drives me nuts is no fault of the diamond painting, but when I have my hair up and I'm taking my hair down and I catch a hair in the sticky part of the canvas and I'm using my tweezers and I can't get it. I'm like pulling it, and I can't get it to stay still. That drives me absolutely nuts. Jamie, hi Jamie. Good evening. Just been watching a bit while I DP. It's past bedtime and I'll be going to bed soon. But I keep saying just one more color. Me too. Me too. I've been up till 5 a.m. sometimes, just one more coloring. Absolutely. I know what that feels like. I drill all over the place, whatever takes my fancy. Well, that's neat. Yeah. Well, next week and continuing on, we're going to be starting at 9 o'clock. I know this gets late for some people. I didn't want it to be too early for the West Coast people, but it's very late for the UK people. So compromise. At least at least for a couple weeks. But I thought it's probably better if we come on a little bit earlier than before. Maybe we'll catch a few more people on that can't stay up this time of night. I completely understand having to do that. Just because I can't sleep doesn't mean others can't sleep. Right? I think I have. I know I'll find some more of the 6s that I missed. But oops. These are sparklers that I got from Diamond Painting Drills USA. I've got their kits. And I really love them. Got a whole bunch at one time. And then, they look so nice and cozy in the little box and bag. And you think, oh, I don't want to use them. I'll use them for something someday. But I'm using them. I am using them. And some of the beads that I've gotten for junk journals, it may be the last time. Oh, I'm not putting them away. I just saw 2 6s that I didn't catch the last time. There's one there. And there's one there. Ha-ha. See, I'm glad those 2 didn't make it into the bag. There's one right there. A couple of them. Judas Priest. Here we go. Let's try that again. There. And one there. It's my canvas for Let Your Witch Goddess Free. It's a 40 by 50 canvas, if you remember right. If I remember right. Cool. Cool. Okay. Then I go back and I figure out which number do I need to fill in. That's furthest back of my canvas. There's a J there. Anything up beyond J. There's a 3 in there and a 5 over here. I'll take care of that 3 first for sure. Sometimes when I roll it up, if it's not stuck down correctly, it will pop off as I'm rolling it up. But that is as it is. Number 3. My grandkids love that they're out of school. Of course, they're so busy with things that I haven't seen them yet. And of course, Sammy can stay up later in the evening, so that's why Mark took him to the movie tonight. So he's staying up. I'm going to move these over here further so I can get to the end here. And I want to go out, take my granddaughter out in the woods and start our fire pit again and see if she wants to learn how to build a fire and make something, like cook something on the campfire. I love doing that. Everything tastes better when it's cooked outside, I think. Maybe any campers in the audience might agree with me on that one. Anybody else camp? I haven't for a while, but I love to. I love hearing the rain on the canvas or the tin, whatever is on the top of a camper. Oops, that one is small, too small. One of my pet peeves is the shape of the drills. If they're not perfect, they absolutely drive me nuts. If they are like misshapen or they have extra plastic around them so that the next one in line cannot possibly sit down well on it. Oh, I hate that. I can work around just about anything, but that makes things pop and jump all over the place. There's nothing so frustrating as trying to roll it up or polyurethane it or something like that, seal it however you seal it, and having one or two pop after that just because they won't sit still. It's like, ugh. Fortunately, the premium companies, I don't seem to have trouble like that with them. My husband's taking the whole week of July 4th off. So I know I'm going to Kutztown sometime that week too, but now I have to work around what hubby would like to do for his vacation days. He's got a use it or lose it situation. I remember the whole last July we were in Arizona, June and July, at this time last year. It was Father's Day yesterday, this past Sunday. It was very difficult for both Mark and I. Father's Day, I'm sure it was for some of you too. You know, for those of us who really liked our dads. An extremely difficult time. I try to keep busy and not think about it. Uh-oh, I missed some here. Oh, that's okay, Deb. We understand. You probably had a phone call from your other half. Bad shape drills are aggravating. Thank you, Jamie. Yes, they certainly are. I'll be getting off for a while. Weather's ridiculous. Yes, stay safe, Deb. No problem. Good night, Deb. Everybody says good night. You can come back anytime. Yep, everybody says bye, Deb. My current pet peeve is placing round ABs. Oh, I love having them in a kit, but I'm struggling to multi-place them. They won't all stay on the placer. That's for sure. That is definitely a problem. I have some ABs in here. What are you using for the sticky? Are you using putty or are you using the wax? What are you using for sticky? For multi-placing your ABs. I have to, where was I here? No. Yeah, I know I'm not getting this done tonight. I place ABs with the wax pencil. Yeah, me too. And I put a squishy on it. I love wax pencils for that. Pink wax, okay. Yep, I am almost done, Snuggie. I've only got a little section to go yet on this one. Yep, pencil. I'm working on Life of Tigers. Ooh, that's a pretty one. That is a pretty one. There we go. I'm not doing so great on my diet. I can share that. Of course, it doesn't help when your husband brings home fast food and it's hard to say, no, I'm going to sit here and eat my fruit instead. No, I don't have that much self-control yet. And today he brought me a blizzard. You know, every once in a while you have to have ice cream for dinner. That's my philosophy. It's not getting me anywhere toward my goals. Wax pencils I can't use for squares. You can't? I use mine for squares. There is you tried the plastic tips for them, but I don't. Well, that would be multi-placers would definitely be plastic tipped, so that's not a helpful suggestion. See what else could you do for that? I'm used to multi-placing anything. I get frustrated when I'm multi-placing and they want to stick to the wax and not the diamond painting. That depends on what type you're working on. Let's see. Go. Ow, 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 ow. You got the wax pencil for me? That's awesome. I use them for both rounds and squares and special draws also. Yep, I do too. I do too. It just takes a little practice, I think. And generally, I use the pink wax anyway. I've been trying putties. I've been trying glue dots. And I'm going to have another video coming up on me testing a few things. And it'll be more of a tutorial thing than a live thing, because to test them out, you have to like do it for a couple hours, to see how it's going to work. To test the waxes, the putties, the glue dots. I'm going to try to make my own glue dots. I just got some in the mail that have a Snickers bar smell to them. Glue dots that have a scent. So I am going to. Would you stay where I put you, please? Don't shove yourself over. Problem with those is it makes you hungry while you're working. Hungry for a Snickers bar. The painting a while back, a long time ago, you were having a giveaway. Okay. Yep, that was November. Was it November, I believe? I had a big giveaway. November. I got 4 wax pencils from Tmall. They are long, but I cut them in half, so I end up with 8. Yep, I do too. And you can get them from AliExpress. That's where I got mine, to be honest with you. And they do come long. I think that's what they're usually used for. Nails, for putting gems on nails. And I don't know whoever the genius was that started using it for diamond painting, but I find they are essential. The other ones that have like the perpetual wax in them that you twist, those things are so heavy on your hand, I can't use them for very long before they get really How do you cut them? Just snap them in half. I wonder how you put scent in them. I wonder that too. Yeah. They're also used for hot fix gems. Yes, you're right. You're right. The trick is to try to use your tools creatively so they're good for more than one thing at one time. That's always nice when you can find more than one use for something. And y'all are creative divas. And I mean diva in a very good way. Divinely inspired, vivacious artists, which you all are. You use a craft knife to chop them? Yeah, you can do that. I just snapped them. Didn't have any formality to it, just crack. But I think I was the first one to put a Snuggie on it. You use very small glue dots. Yes. The teeny tiny ones. Let's see, I'm getting them in here. Go. Yep, the Chuck Pinson that I alluded to for Diamond Art Club, that was out this weekend. Anybody pick up any from their anniversary sale this weekend? It was the anniversary sale before, but they're still coming out with some new ones every week. My OCD makes me try to get it as even as I can, so it's a whole break out the knife and the ruler. Hey, no problem. It works. Whatever works. Whatever works. Well, my way of doing junk journals would not be for you then. I try not to measure anything. I'm like, hey, it's a junk journal after all. Let's get it approximate. And nobody's going to complain. Almost Heaven. You bought that one? Okay. Yep, that was the Chuck Pinson, I believe. All right, which one did I just order? I just got the box today in the mail and I haven't opened it. Goofy me. I'm going to go back into my account and make sure. I wonder which ones that are in the box now. That's pretty bad when you can't remember which ones you just ordered. Oh, come on. I know I'm just about out of points. No, I got the Meadows. No, wait. I bet you I didn't. Almost Heaven. I did get that one. That was the week before. And I got Beachcomber's Bounty. Yes. That's the one, the Almost Heaven. Let me share my screen here. Okay. There it is. The rainbow in the middle. That's the one that when Chuck was on, what's her name's? Oh, for Pete's sake, why can't I? I'm having a middle-aged moment at the moment. The one who sponsors the Chuck Along early in the year, that he showed everybody that this one was coming up. Was coming up for sale. And I love the fire pit. The little lantern, I never noticed that beside the stump. There's a goose in the pond. These are the little things you find when you are... Well, there's books now by that stump and a flask. Cool. The little things you find when you're doing the painting that you wouldn't have noticed before. There's a rabbit in there. Look at that. Do you see the rabbit? Oh, how cute. I knew there were the animals. Oh, there's a horse back there by the chimney. Didn't see that before. And the fawn. I love the waterfall, the fall trees. Oops. And we see the rainbow. I'm skipping over it real fast, I know. I love the mountains in the background. That's just exquisite. And then we have the eagles. Yeah, then we have the eagles. So there you go. Mindy, yes, it was Mindy, I believe. Oh, I wrote that one already. I do ATC. I go with the flow. People seem to like them, so I must not be doing so bad. That's neat. I did some artist trading cards a while back. And in fact, I'm going to be doing the same process on the cards I put into the junk journals. Mindy's Diamond Painting Moment. Yes. Moment. Yep. Yeah. That's the one that Chuck showed everybody when he was there earlier in the winter. I believe that's the one. There's one that he has on his site that I don't think that Diamond Art Club will do because it's more religious and they probably won't have as much of a clientele for that. It's the one where it's like the pearly gates, or where you're walking up to the pearly gates and it's misty and you see these beautiful gates in the foreground, and it's just like it has kind of like a rainbowy effect in the background. But I don't know. I think it's beautiful. I might have to eventually get a print of that, but I need a place to hang it. And right now, I've got diamond paintings hanging everywhere. Your junk journal candy boxes look so cool. Well, I have a ton more to do. In fact, my mom said, "Why don't you teach your granddaughter how to do them, and then she can teach her friends how to do them?" I said, "Sure, no problem." So I'm going to have her help on making them. I'm almost to the point. I've done all the bigger ones first, and then I get back to the candy boxes. I gave away almost all the candy boxes that I had finished, and now I have a small stack again that I'm doing. Probably tomorrow I'll get to that size. But it's like you have to cut a lot down. Cut a lot of papers down to use for the smaller size. So it takes a little bit longer to do the cutting, but it's very easy on doing the filling. For sure. I'm doing Ritz cracker boxes and macaroni boxes and tea boxes. What else kind of boxes I had over there? Fiddle faddle. I'm using a variety of them. Variety of packaging. I tried to do one with a special flap, and I'm using one of them using what do you call it? Good grief. Saltwater taffy box. I'm cutting that apart in a weird way. And then I had a dream as to how I really wanted to finish it, but I had already cut it. I'm like, rats. Now I can't go back and do that one again, but maybe if I can find a different box, I can do it the different technique on the new box. That's what I will need to do. Oops. I have to supplement my income somehow, and I'm hoping that when I get them up online, maybe they'll sell. I know the craft sales and stuff over the summer are not as lucrative as the fall because of Christmas. I gotta get something going. It's soon time. I don't know how much, I don't remember how much I told you guys about our challenge for August called My Favorite Things. Zara and I are hosting a challenge in August. It doesn't have to be a diamond painting, it could be a different craft, but it has to be centered around somehow your favorite things. Something that shows a little bit of your personality. And you can determine what that means for you. It has to be something, it can be something you've already started. All right. But you just have to show progress in order to win at the end. You can post, and I'll put posting instructions up on my Facebook soon. I should have done it by now already, but you need to have signed one of the WorkBasket questionnaires so that I have your information to send you any goodies that you might win. No questionnaire, no mailing. That's just the way it is. And every Tuesday night, then during August, I will be pulling a name or names so that I can send you a cover minder, needle minder from my collection, or let's see, or something pertaining to do with the craft that you like. It doesn't have to deal with diamond painting. The end of the month, Zara and I are pitching in, and we're going to offer you a grand prize is a $50 gift certificate to Amazon. Anyone who posted progress, at least 2 pictures during the month, and or attended chat during the month is eligible to win. Oops, there we go. And basically, that's pretty much all the rules. I have so many canvases, I could do not narrowed it down to the one yet. I don't blame you. I believe I filled one out already. I'm not 100% sure. I think you did. I'm pretty sure you did. I'll let you know. I'll go through them, but I'll let you know if you didn't. It should have asked for your birth month so that I can do a shout out once a month for birthdays. And when I get around to start doing Happy Mail, I'm hoping to send that out during the birthday month. And there's more than that here. And the end of July, I'm going to do a D-Stash auction, which you'll get more information about. The week before I put it out, you'll get a sneak peek as to what is going to be auctioned off the following Tuesday night. And let's see. $219 days till I turn 46. I'm getting old. You're not old. You're not old. Not in the least. I'm proud to say I'm 61. I don't know how it went that fast. It sneaks up on you. So enjoy your 40s. Enjoy every day that you have of your 40s. And I tell that to everybody. My great aunt used to say, "Oh, don't get old. It's no fun getting old." Well, that might be true, but I don't like the alternative. I used to tell her that. I don't like the alternative. What are you telling me to do here? No. She and my other great aunts, my grandfather's sisters, they were living out on our homestead. They never married. They I got Aunt Ida to tell me one time that she did have a boyfriend way back when, but she needed to be home to take care of the family. She was the outdoor girl. There were all three of them um, were they were close. It was my grandfather and his three sisters. And I think there was another child that didn't make it too far in that family. But Aunt Ida was the one who would keep the fields and everything. She was the grower. She was the one who did the outside work. Aunt Bertha was the one who would cook and clean and do the inside work. And Aunt Minnie she used to be able to read German but not speak it. So she remembered some German from when she was a child, and her parents used to speak German all the time. And so she remembered that. She would read German, but she wouldn't do much out loud. She would always speak so softly. Your daughter's turning 41 in 2 months. I know. Where does the time go, Teresa? Honestly. Every time you turn around, it's like unbelievable. Here, I feel like I'm living in my memories half the time. It's kind of frustrating. And that's kind of what I like the diamond paintings for too. This may sound weird, and I do say this. It comes up in my unboxings of landscapes that I get the landscape because I want to live there in my imagination. I know I can't travel to everywhere I want to be, but I do have some memories of places that are like some of the things on those diamond paintings, and I just want to live in them. If I'm sitting in a place with Alzheimer's or something like that, and well, not Alzheimer's, but you know what I mean. If I'm sitting in an old folks' home and I get lonely or something like that, I can always look at my painting and pretend that I am walking through the painting in my mind. And if it looks wonderful, if it looks like someplace I want to stay and walk through, that's my criteria on getting landscapes. Something I feel I could live inside of. I mean, I have a really good imagination, so that would work for me. If when you read, you see pictures in your mind as you're reading, and it looks like you're not even reading anymore, your eyes are reading, but your mind is making the film go in your head, that's a good indication that you have a strong imagination, and that you'd be able to do that too. Or am I the only crazy one? I guess that's why I'm not into the big-eyed girls too much and the cartoon figures from my childhood, which are fun, but they're not like lose myself in the project or lose myself in how it turns out. I want to be able to lose myself in my work before, during, or after. When you can picture something in your mind while reading, that's an excellent author. Absolutely. Yes. It is. It has a lot to do with the author, too. But, when you're reading, a lot of times you get to a point, it's like, oh, all of a sudden it's like a big jolt because it stops you in your tracks. And like, oh, I wish you wouldn't have, or the typist misspelled something, or there's a grammatical error, or I'm not saying I'm perfect, but sometimes they just jump out at you like somebody jumped in front of you and said boo, and it just gets you right out of the whole reverie of the whole thing. That absolutely drives me nuts. Now it's either number 5 next, or letter J is up here. I think that's sit in there correctly. I think the letter J is next. That's up here. Another 3. I just saw it, now I lost it. Here it is. And another one. Oops. Let's see. Anybody doing anything fun this week? I'm going to get my car appraised to fix the pictures. Did I show you guys pictures of the way that the side of my car looks now? Not fun. I can show you a few pictures. I think they're going to be on my photo list. What are you doing? And now it's asking me. Just, go to that one. Come on. Photos. Well, not too many pictures of my car, but it's a bunch of pictures of their car, so I'm not going to bother with that. I showed you the rocks last week, which is not a whole fun deal here. What else is on my... Well, not a whole lot. Well, I thought I could show you some of my photos, but they're not. There's nothing interesting on them. I love any type of canvas, but the creepy clowns. That goes back to trauma from when I was 16. Why I don't like creepy clowns, and what did I get in a mystery Amazon box of canvases but a creepy clown? Yes. I remember you saying that. That would drive me nuts too. I must have missed it. What happened to your car? Last week, not this, obviously not today, not last week, but like 2 weeks ago now. Holy cow, it's been 2 weeks? No. Can't be. It has to be. I took a corner too tight. I was going from a main road into a side road, and I was coming up, and big shade tree there. There was a white car that was parked to go out onto the road I was coming up on. And I took the corner, and I took part of their front end with me. My fault. Completely my fault. But I had my big red Chrysler tank, and they had a little Ford Fusion tin can. So, of course, whose car got the worst end of that deal. But their white paint was stretched out across the whole side of my car. Not happy. So, and I think my steering is a little messed up, so I must have messed up my axle or something, which is not going to be cheap. I think it's going to go over my deductible for the accident, which is crap. Oh, thank you. My fault, though. I will own it. I was listening to my Audible and thinking. I was paying attention to the road, but I probably not close enough. Nobody was hurt. It was a couple of grandparents and their teenage grandkids in the back of their car. The driver of their car couldn't get out without a fight. Nobody was injured. Everybody was fine. They were stopped. I was going low speed. I just took the front end of their car with me. That awful. So I was going to try to get my estimate, get it done while my mom's home so I can borrow her car if I needed to get to an appointment. But that's the way it is. I just haven't taken it over yet. I called the insurance people that day, and the police came, so they made a report. So it's attached to the police report. Nobody got in trouble for it, but that crap out of pocket to get your car fixed. It's like, I didn't need that. Yeah, it is still a bummer. Michelle, where were you when you had the incident with the clown? If you don't want to talk about it, I understand, but I'm very curious. Was it like the Tim Curry It type style, or was it at an amusement park? Was it at a haunted house type style thing? Was it like somebody jumped out to scare you? My husband used to like to dress up for Halloween, and his brother was part of the JCs one time, and they did haunted houses they would take over like in a store that had been closed for a couple years. They would take over the spot for a couple months, and they would do this giant production of haunted house type theme, and then they'd have their actors jump out and scare you as you were walking through it. And if you're a teen, that's really scary. It's a great way to jump your adrenaline, but still be safe. I think that's why they like the movies so much too, the creepy movies, but I'm not into them. So he's big. My husband's a tall guy. He's 6'5", and he made a pair of his work shoes into like platform shoes that we would have wore, like with an extra couple inches of a wedgie heel underneath it, and he would come out of the shadow, and he's big. He's a big guy. So this big skinny guy, he even did the makeup bolts in his neck and everything. He looked like Frankenstein monster. He had the square forehead, deep set eyes that are natural to him. And it would creep some girls out. He said he had one teenager pee in her pants one time accidentally, which is not, I mean, that's why they go. They go to get scared. I was never into it. I never go to haunted houses. I don't like them. But that's just what he liked doing. And it earned money for the fundraiser for the JCs. No, was walking home from her friends and was jumped and robbed by a guy in a creepy clown mask. Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm glad it was just a robbery. I mean, I'm thinking after I asked that question, maybe I shouldn't have asked that question. Maybe it was really, that's traumatic enough. I mean, to have somebody jump out and then steal your stuff. That's terrible. Awful. Awful, awful. go. A clown stole your lunch money. When you said school, that was the only thing I could think of. Think it was somebody you knew in that costume? I knew you'd be walking there, or somebody who just you went in the city? Did you live in the city, or is this a suburban problem? Oh my! I have a lot of these J confetti, so I'm going to be doing them one at a time. One at a time. One at a time. Even if cars go by this time of night, I mean, I have to edit out a lot of it out of my videos, but this time of night, it's crazy. Oh, good night, Dawn. Come on and see us at 9 o'clock next week. I know, it is awful. Don't forget our guest. I'm hoping our guest can stay awake next week. She'll be fun to talk to. She's got so many projects going, and she's so creative. So I'm looking forward to having a good crowd out for her next week at 9 o'clock. Good night, Dawn. Sleep well. I know it's getting late. And there goes the dryer buzzer. Oops. There we go. No, he got caught. Did not know him. You were the fourth girl he had did that to. Oh my gosh. There for a while, it was on the news where these creepy clowns would be like standing in the middle of the road at night. And, you know, you wouldn't see them until your car was almost up on them. It would just like freak you out. Or they'd be standing along the side of the road and they'd just like all of a sudden be there. It was around the whole countryside. They would get these aerial like drone footages, and all of a sudden there'd be this clown in the middle of nowhere. Really, really creepy. It's like, what are they doing there? And then you think of John Wayne Gacy, who was, you know, serial psychopath. He dressed as a clown for kids' parties. That just beats all. I mean, and he was even a church deacon, counting the money after church every week. That's really creepy. That's a real creep factor. I can't stand it when they do that to kids. And the thing is, they're the ones who are so weak, right? They're the ones who don't think well enough of themselves that they don't need to do that. Or they're blatant narcissists, and that's why they do that too. Yeah. Anyway, enough of the scary clown business. Let's see. Well, we still got a couple colors done with you tonight. I hadn't worked on it in a week. That was nice. I was sorting beads and charms out tonight, getting them into a condition where I can just open up the containers and say, I want one of these, and one of these, and one of them. and string them all up as I go. So that's the next, not the next step, but it could even be the last step. But in order to get to some of my other things, I had to move the bead things out of the way. I am working on the bookstore. The greatest bookshop in the world, it says. And I think this is from, I didn't write it down on here. I didn't write the company down on here. What the heck? I like the bicycle at the bottom. They're pretty. Let's see. I don't think it was good diamond painting. And it wasn't from Diamond Painting Factory. I want to say One Day Savings, but I'm not sure. I'll have to put a link in the description when I run across the when I run across the information. I do an information sheet on everything, so I will have that. I know it's almost midnight. Can you believe that? You have everything ready to go for your live tomorrow night. Excellent. Glad we could keep you company while you're doing that. I cannot believe it's almost midnight. Oh, there's a pop one here. Sit down in your place, please. You might have. Well, hey, Chantal. Glad to have you here. We're getting toward the end of the stream, unfortunately, but I can hang around for a little bit yet. What are you up to tonight? Wonderful to have you here. Is it your first time on? I think it is. I love seeing somebody the former lurker who just joined the stream for the first time. Is it your first time on? Aw. I definitely will have to figure out where I got it from and then put it in the description box. Well, that's enough. What are you diamond painting? Which one are you doing? Anything we know? Next week, I'm moving this up an hour. But I'll still be on for pretty late. But we're going to start at 9 o'clock Eastern Standard Time next week because we have a guest speaker from the UK. And even then, we're going to keep her husband up half the night. But she says it's a holiday for them, so that's why she'll be home. Okay. Oh, good. I'm so glad you're the first time talking. I'm glad you've been here before. That's fantastic. You're doing Diamond Art Club Cloud Angel. What a pretty one. What a pretty one. Probably be closer to 2:30 tomorrow that you go live. Well, I'm going to try to make it. I'm going to try to take my my computer into the room while I'm putting my junk journal signatures together and be working on that while you're diamond painting and chatting. For your sister. Nice. Nice. She's handicapped. That's going to be a beautiful one for sure, and with a lot of meaning in it. It's only going on 9 here, and I'm going to bed. I get up real early to walk the dogs and then go to work. Not a problem, Teresa. I know it gets late for some. Um, just because I'm up all night doesn't mean everybody else is. So good night and sleep good. Stay safe and all that jazz. Who was it that used to say, "See you in the funny papers"? We had a local gal called Sally Starr, and she would sign off her every week. Every weekday, she would sign up "Love, Luck, and Lollipops." Her favorite color is pink. Well, then that's going to be a good one to work on. Yep. See you soon, Teresa. Glad and thank you for the email too to check on me this week. I appreciate that. That was very thoughtful of you. I'm not leaving just yet. But Teresa is going to go night night, and I have a feeling Michelle won't be too far behind because she prepared for her live stream for tomorrow. If you haven't checked out her live stream, you might want to check it out tomorrow afternoon if you have time. And Diamond Painting Cajun was on tonight. She has a fun stream to watch. She's not so sure she likes the painting one of the paintings she just opened. So she'll have a little controversy on her site, which is fine. We kind of like something that doesn't, kind of like things that don't kind of go to plan all the time. And you'll get a lot of that on my site, let me tell you. One of my favorite sayings is, "I make the mistakes so you don't have to." You're sometimes saying peace, love, and microdots. That's good. That's good. You're up all night too, Snuggie? I can't promise that I'll be up all night, but I'll be up for a little bit yet. I'll be up to probably 2 or 3 a.m. You're a night out too. Well then. Well then. Not bad. I run out of things to talk about by that time, so you'll have to keep me help me keep the conversation moving. Some days, like last week, I can talk forever and talk my head off. And then other days, it's like, I don't know what to talk about. I don't know what to talk about today. Nobody wants to hear that I've been taking my medication regularly. But I do now have doctor's approval for going off of some of my meds. She's helping me do it the right way, not cold turkey like some of the meds that I was on did not like. She said some of the symptoms that I've been having, my health-wise symptoms that I've been having lately, were because I went cold turkey on some of my meds. I understand that. She's just helping me through the transition right now. I just want to see, I've been on medication for so long, and every once in a while I go off of them a little bit, and just to see if I still need them or not, which it's a chemical imbalance. Of course I'll need them, but... Oh, I said that one already. Have you ever got a painting from the one with the diamond art? No. I can't say that I have. Is that a new company? Do you guys do this too? When you want to make sure your thing is flat, you like put your hand over it to see if you can feel any places that are jumped up. That is like, for me, that's the easiest way to find drills that are not behaving correctly. Sometimes they pop up in my hand, which I don't like. Come on, behave. Oh, there's a J I missed. we were talking earlier about pet peeves. Do you have any pet peeves when you're diamond painting? I like putting up videos of Crafty Fails too. They're usually funny. No, I heard they had been around for a while, and I'm thinking about trying them just to see if they're any good. The one with the diamond art, that's the name of the company? I can't type it in because I have my screen flipped under. My keyboard flipped under my screen. So I can't type it in, but I can check it out for next week. I know I will find some more J's as soon as I put these away. As soon as. Number 5s might be next. There's a T over here, but it looks like 5s are next. This painting has 5s and S's, and they are not distinctly different in color. So it's difficult to tell them apart, which drives me nuts. And I missed some 3s down here. I thought they were 5s. It was in the glare here. Go back and pick them up real quick. I don't know what you guys have to tell me what you know about macular degeneration. My mom went to the eye doctor today and came back and said that she has that. She said that 80% of the people who have it don't have to have surgery. They're going to check her again in 6 months. Hopefully she will be one of those who do not need it. Because surgery does not sound like fun at all. Of course, there's J's right here I missed. Next time. Thinking about diamond art dreams. Yes, it is. I believe the symbols breed like rabbits. When you think you got them, they boom, pop up. You're right. I think they do multiply when you're not looking, for sure. Especially when you're real tired of that color and you don't want to do it again. Let's see. I really have to do some more of the number 5s just to get them out of the way. I know I'm going to do 5s over again because, like I said, they're so close to the S's that let's see. I have a hard time telling them apart on the canvas. Wait a bit. Here's 3. And there's a glare in my eyesight right here. It does not help. I definitely know what that. I hesitate to try and use multiple trays because I'm a klutz. And I know one bump from an elbow and they'll all go flying and I'll be cursing. I know that will happen. So I try not to spill anything. Oops. The old papers that I'm using for the junk journals, when I rip them in half or whatever, cut them in half, the dust, oh. the dust gets up my nose. So I start sneezing. My allergies go spastic. It's just... Where did everyone go? I think they went to bed. I think they went to bed. I know. The chat just gets grooving and then everybody goes to bed. That's why I'm going to start a little early. Another reason I'm going to start a little earlier. I just didn't want to bump into somebody else's stream when I came in. I didn't want to compete with somebody else for the time or anything. Ouch. Sitting here at this table is like, there's a really nice chair out in the barn. That's like a gamer chair, like a computer chair. And when I move my offices out there, I'm going to have a nice comfy chair to sit in as I'm yapping at you. They can't handle it. I'm here kicking but with Family Streets of Rage 4. Well, that's good. Wussies. I'm here playing Happy Color on my phone. Well, that's cool. I did start my Monopoly again, but only to get my daily prezzies. Oh my goodness. I want to get online and play Dinkum again. I want to see the new update and check that out. Evergreen Valley is another one I've been starting to play, but yeah, they get, you have these little quests. You go around, you learn to do things, and then you have these little quests. Like one of the first quests you get is to train your dog. And to do that, you throw this little stick. You throw the stick for it. And you're learning the controller at the same time you're doing this, but then the dog runs and fetches the stick. And if you do that a number of times, then your dog will follow you around during the day and will help you find things. Will help you dig up little things. I just started that game. It's cute. The animals are adorable. Absolutely adorable. It's on Steam. I use the Steam games. There is a slight purchase price to it, but some of them are so well done, like Dinkum. Dinkum is a single-person developer. He's doing it all himself, which is amazing. He must be working on it 24/7. He drops in on people's live streams when they're streaming their game. And he'll, give advice or give sneak peeks of what's coming up. He'll just drop into people's live streams when they're doing their Dinkum game, which I think is so much fun. He's Australian. And, it's about an Australian outback game. I hear saying Happy Color. Yep. So much fun. I like when I'm not trying to win against anybody else, when I'm not trying to. One that doesn't make me feel stupid, which they all manage to do at some point. my son's roommate is a gamer, and he's stream gamer. So that was different for me to check out his channel. Right now, I'm more into the law stories. Snuggie wants to know what Happy Color is. I think it's an online game. Is that a 5 or an S? I can't tell. That one's a 5. I am going to get some of them confused for sure. Why is there dark gray in there? Remember to tell you I'm going to be blinging up a pair of sneakers. This pair. Very soon. The gal who I got the idea from, she's having her 99th birthday party. She still drives. She's fantastic. She's having her 99th birthday party soon. A couple weeks. And she hired an Elvis impersonator. He's really good. He does gospel songs and everything, but it's just so funny. She's throwing her own birthday party at 99. She's going to have an Elvis impersonator, and she always wears these gold chains, and she wears blingy sneakers every day. She's just so much fun. When I get to be 99, I want to be like that. I swear. She's just a real fun gal. And I told somebody the other day that I wanted to live to be 110, and they looked at me like I was absolutely nuts. I actually want to live a lot longer, but I'm too curious. I'm too nosy to die. Coloring book app. Okay. I am too nosy to die. I want to know what's going on. Do we reach Mars or not? Will we stay? Will the northern, North American North American countries, are we going to stay like out of wars, and is our economy going to get better quickly or not? How or when will we finally get some decent political candidates that we can really vote for rather than casting a vote against? I just, will people ever go back to church, or will they like being out of church so much that they choose to do their spirituality outside of the church doors? So will the actual church survive? Maybe not as it is, but how will the church evolve in all this mess? Will we finally find a cure for some diseases that are almost death sentences now? These are the things I sit around and think about. I know, kind of morose sometimes, but when I get time to sit and just do something that my body is occupied and my brain isn't quite as occupied, these are the silly things that I think about. They can manufacture new organs. They have the ability to take your DNA and recreate organs in a petri dish even to regrow the tips of your finger, like if you accidentally got it cut in an accident, completely off, and the tip was nowhere to be found. They actually have this powder that they mix your DNA in some way that it starts regrowing your finger again. It's just absolutely amazing what they can do. And I can only imagine that in the not too distant future, we will all be living more years if we can get this obesity crisis and diabetes crisis and other crises out of our lives. We may just live appreciable longer, and not just the length of life that's important, but the quality of life being important as well. Because who wants to live to 110, 115 if your brain's not along for the ride? And like I said, I'm too curious. Okay, that's the letter T there. Should I do another color yet? I think I'll do the letter T and then pack it in for the night. It's so nice to have a few newbies tonight, a few lurkers coming in and saying hi. Knowing what everybody's up to. Wonderful to have faves and friends in. It's really cool. And I had a couple people check up on me this week because I wasn't uploading any videos. They wanted to know if I was okay and feeling good. And it's really nice to know that people are checking on you and maybe miss you if you're not there. And that's nice to know. Oops. Nah, come on. Oop, I knocked two of them off that time. Not cool. So bring your questions next week. Gemma is famous for her creative uses of extra diamonds, spare diamonds and drills. So if you've got questions about, like, say, I'm going to ask her what glue she uses the most on fabric and on, whatever project she happens to be doing. The one that she did, that glass table, the glass patio table. Amazing. I'm going to ask her what adhesive she uses to put it down. So come armed with some questions next week, so we can keep the ball rolling. And like with Tracy, she and I don't talk often, but as often as we'd like to. We think about each other all the time. And she was on the other week. She never did have to go to her federal jury duty. My mother-in-law got in on one of those once. Federal jury, and it lasted like 2 weeks, so she wasn't happy. Neither was my father-in-law, because he drove her down to Philadelphia every day and back. She couldn't guarantee she'd get there on time unless she drove. She didn't want to drive to Philadelphia alone. I don't blame her. It's not a fun city to drive in. Not at all. So I hate it when I just put a color away. I get out the color and I see another one or two sitting there. I'm like, oh no. Now, I don't think anybody else does this, but if that happened to you and you've been working really hard to get as many of the same color on as possible, you're onto another color, and all of a sudden you see that first color sitting there. Do you ever just decide, I'm going to put down whatever color I have in my hand now and not worry about it again? Nobody ever does that, do they? I have to say I'm guilty as charged sometimes. I do replace. But I'll try to do it with the color that's right next to it. You do too, Chantal? I'll try to do it with the color that's right next to it rather than, okay, some random color. Because they often stick out like a sore thumb if it's not right. There we go. Oops. Let's see. Yes, if it's a similar color. Yep. I have another big Temu order coming in tomorrow. But I'm going to need room to film it. I got everything everywhere. I think I'm going to get hoarding help. And as I've admitted before, I am maybe a level 3 hoarder or something like that. Not a level 5 like my hubby is, but I do throw things away. Just not enough. And I'm not, my house is fairly clean. It's not, rotten food and all that, and too many animals and that kind of hoarding. It's not that. But I think I'm going to drop a counselor and pick up a hoarding specialist. And I think I'm going to film it. If she will allow me, he or she will allow me. It will be like a real live hoarders episode. I will have to come clean about how my place looks and doesn't function. I know some of you already know that I've admitted this before, so it's not something that I'm springing on anybody. Except if you're new. It's like, guys, I just want to be happy. I want to be happy and I want to help make others happy. So if that's destashing or, yes, regifting, I am guilty of regifting occasionally. But hopefully never to the same person who gave it to me. I don't write that down on things. So I hope I know. I thought you might be. I didn't want to say anything or judge you. Um, no, I know I am. I'm wondering what gave it away, though. The look behind me? Probably. Uh, my husband's more like a level 5 hoarder, but we don't live in the same house. My daughter and the grandkids live in that house, and she has the basement apartment, and her apartment is not like I would have had it. And for years, I kept everything pristine, and I still can, but I have more things on my mind than I used to. I've had some pretty traumatic experiences in my life and career, and I believe that's where mine stem from. I'm not going to talk about my husband's because that's not for me to say. It's for him to say if he feels like it. But I thought it would be kind of interesting to have, if they allow me, to have the hoarding person walk me through the process and film it at the same time. My house isn't that great either, so I have nothing to say. It's so small here. And that's part of the problem here too, and the thing is, when you get sneak peeks, they help your channel grow, and they really help keep it going strong. That's how some people find your channel. So it's hard to say no. I'm down. I'm down to one a month. I don't want to do one every week like some of the other people do. I would be so inundated with diamond paintings that it's already crazy. And I want to add to the craziness. I want to move the stuff from my apartment here, the stuff that I need for filming and rendering the videos and getting them up online and filming them and stuff like that, out into the offices I'm creating in the barn. Now, I come from a long line of pickers. My grandfather used to pick stuff up on the side of the road. If it looked like he could fix it, and he could fix almost anything, it became, oh, well, we'll put it in the barn until we can do it. No, that day never came, unfortunately. So we've been cleaning out. We've been cleaning out their stuff. How do you get sneak peek? Do they randomly pick people? Well, the thing is, I had a, what did I pick? It's F. Okay. I had something that, my situation was unique. I can just say that. I put up a video about the reasons why I was not going to purchase from Diamond Art Club anymore. And it didn't have anything to do with the quality of the product or anything. I absolutely love the product. I'm not going to go into a whole lot of details, and I'm not under a gag order for it or anything, but it happened that they apologized, and I understood it wasn't intentional and all this other stuff. So anyway, we worked it out, and one of the, I didn't ask to do sneak peeks, but one of the things they offered me to help grow my channel was to do 2 sneak peeks a month. And for a while I was doing 2 a month, and it just got to be too much because I don't have the room. And after a while I wasn't sure that I liked all the paintings that they were coming out with either. But rarely do I get a choice to pick from. They say, we have this one for this date. Are you interested? And then I'll either say yes or no and go from there. Now, when they have special sales, sometimes, like for this last one, I'll get 2 a month because one's for the special sale. And, you know, they ask for extra help then. I'm not sure, it used to be you needed 5,000 people on your subscribers on your site. I didn't have anywhere near that. I only had 500 actually when this happened, but I'm ever grateful that they chose me, because it does boost my site considerably, because I don't know that people would find me as easily without that. And I'm eternally grateful to them for that. And I'm grateful for the way they fixed the situation and went out of their way to do right. And I just was impressed. Unfortunately, not everybody who has had different problems with the company get the same results. I can't speak for everybody. I don't know some of the back situations and all that. So I'm not going to get into why other people have problems or why some people are picked or not picked. I don't know that. I'm not privy to those inner workings. I just know that after a while for a while they've had enough sneak peekers that they weren't picking up anymore. Dreamer Design isn't picking up any more sneak peekers right now either. They put a moratorium on sending things out to people. I got an affiliate code through them, and that has been helpful. But I've only started selling Dreamer Design with the affiliate code lately. And I haven't accumulated anything on the Diamond Art Club affiliate link for some stupid reason. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe because it's just good for your first purchase through Diamond Art Club, and people have purchased through them before they get to my site sometimes. That they don't use my affiliate link for Diamond Art Club, or it doesn't work or something. I don't know. But I do not know. I probably explained way too much. It's good that they tried to make it right. They absolutely did. They absolutely did. They weren't aware. There was a while there where they were not aware that some of their emails were not going out. They thought they were answering emails, and actually it was radio silence from them because it wasn't working. Their email thing was not working. So some people had problems at the same time. They weren't getting any information from customer service, and they weren't getting any help for this, that, or the other thing. And here, their server or something went down, and they didn't know it. So they had been answering emails for a while, and they saw my video and were trying to get a hold of me for a while, and they thought that I was ignoring them. And that wasn't the case. So finally they got their email server fixed, and that's when we started communicating again. The thing is, my goodbye video went viral, and they did not like that. So I took it down. I took it down because they were so generous with me. I couldn't. So that's why they compensated me with this. And it is a good company. I'm so glad that so glad I didn't have to leave them forever. I don't know that I would have been able to do that. I think that's how I found your channel too. It was an unboxing. Yep. I'm glad you did. I'm glad you're here. Keeping me company this late at night. You and Michelle. And probably have to get up soon anyway. I have to take my meds and take care of other functions. Oh my goodness. I don't think I'm ever going to get through. This was a whole lot of confetti in a small canvas. I'm telling you. I've had to have a lot of patience with this one. I quite like the way it's turning out though. Oh my. Let me see. I'm going to get this color done, and then I think I'm done for the night. I'm grateful for everyone who watches this on the reruns, so to speak. I'm so used to calling TV shows reruns. I'm grateful for everyone who clicks like to support the channel, because when you click like on it, then YouTube knows to show your channel to others who might enjoy the same type of thing. There are many people coming into diamond painting, and it fascinates me how many people are like, I'm new to this, when it's like I've been doing it for years now, and I'm thinking, is it that new that people are still like learning what it is? And it's true. Some people still don't know what diamond painting is, and so let's see. Let's see. Hey, Tracy. YouTube is your TV? Mm-hmm. I've been binging the court shows lately. I always have YouTube recommend me to me. Yep. You've been doing it since 2019. That's good. I think I've been doing it just as long, actually. It was before COVID that I started. And I was just looking the other day as to what my anniversary dates were with certain companies that I've been working with. Same here. I get recommended my own videos. Yep, I do too. Oops, I was in the wrong place. No problem. Yeah. Well, I'm going to have to pack it in shortly. I'm almost finished with this letter, and I think that's what I'm going to pack it in. I want to finish sorting my charms so I can put my feet up on my footstool for the evening. And I think I really should get some work done around the house tomorrow. I need to get my nails done because I've gotten 3 weeks worth of growth out of it now. So they need to be changed too. To go up to the mailbox tomorrow. I have to. Let's see. It's fun to see what everybody else is up to. If any of you guys want to come on as a guest and to come on the live stream with me, I would love to have a guest live stream like next week with Gemma. Hope she doesn't keep her husband awake all night long. But that'll be fun. Oh, come on. Now there's a lot of this letter down here. Of course there would be, right? I'm ready to get off, and now there's at least this letter at the bottom here. Oh, good grief. Love to next week. Well, I do have a guest coming on next week. But how about the week after? We could do it the week after. We have Gemma coming on next week. I would love to have you on. I think they're fun. And, okay, good. I mean, it's really fun when somebody's never been on a live before and they get to be your guest. And Diamond Painting Cajun, it was like her second. She did her first live on her site, and then she came on mine like a week or two later. So Diamond Painting Cajun was a new one for me. Last week Tracy was her. She had done some like voice podcasts, but she had never had her face on camera before, so she was really excited about that. And Texas Tammy, it's her first time. So and Melissa's just so good at it. But you got the list. Yes. Thank you. I did have an okay week. Yeah, we're just plugging away. Haven't taken my car in yet to be appraised for the damage, but I'll get that done this week while Mom's home. Maybe I can borrow her car if I need to. They're not likely to work on it the first week it gets appraised anyway. And I don't want to rent a car. I just don't want that expense. They give you 80% for it, but I just don't want to have to spend any more money. There we go. Oh, I'm sure I'll see some that I missed, huh? There's some J's already. I just did J's. Oh, that's another problem with diamond painting at midnight. You kind of miss a few things. Okay, gals, I think I'm going to pack it in now. Grab my night pills and some more water. I'll cover her up. For tonight, I'll leave it out so that, so that I can maybe finish it up tomorrow night or something. But I do want to clean out my mom's dining room of the project that I'm doing, so that kind of comes into play too. Night, everybody. Yes, I have a Facebook group. Everything goes under Wanda's Workbasket. And just search for Wanda's Workbasket. And I love it when you put pictures up of your projects and any crafty fails or any questions or comments or whatever. And I usually put a link in the description box. It doesn't have one yet, but it will have a link to my Facebook group in there. All right, good night, everybody. Have a great week, and I will see you soon. Bye, divas.